I'm here at the village of Abaca in Gulu district, a long way from Gulu town. This school, the Abaca Primary School, is quite notorious because of the 37 schools in Gulu district. This has the highest ratio of students to toilets. There are 405 students in the school, and they only have 2 functioning stands at the moment. And as you can see, I'm just going to do a little tour in a moment, the quality of even these 2 is pretty terrible. So we're going to start off here. This is a ramp which is unusable. It's meant to be used for children with a disability, but it's far too steep and basically unusable. And here we're going into the 2 toilets, by the way, are shared by students and staff. I think it speaks for itself, and of course the conditions inside these toilets are terrible. The district health inspector visited last month and found that the toilets are full. There's a pit latrine underneath. They're completely full. And the teachers that I've been talking to here say that the children are afraid to use these toilets, and of course they're very unhealthy. And we've heard that from other schools that we have visited for this project. As it happens, the parents here at Abaca School got so fed up and worried by the state of the toilets that their children were using that they built their own little latrine, which I'm visiting now. Basically just a hole in the ground. As you can see, there's plenty of animal life down there. There's some leaves in this toilet. Does that mean that the children have been cleaning themselves with leaves?
They use these the leaf for cleaning.
They use the leaf for cleaning
Cleaning themselves. They use rock papers.
But there are leaves there.
Yeah, there are some leaves. There are times they use leaf.
Here is the next one. No doors. But this toilet is terrible, isn't it? And yet you say it's still being used.
Yeah, it's still being used.
And what do the students think about that?
Well, they normally fear. That is why you can, if you walked around here, you can see fishes all around here.
See.
Because they tend to actually fear this the place.
Let me ask Patrick from the GDPU. Patrick, why would the children fear this toilet?
The children would fear this toilet. First of all, they would get infection. You can see maggots there. Secondly, for young children, they can easily sink down.
You think they could fall?
They could fall down in that wide hole, and it will be difficult to discover where the child is down.
Really?
Even if they cry, yes, because the sound will not be heard.
Are you saying that little children
can enter, can fall down?
Can fall down? Could they get killed?
Yeah, they get killed. And then you never know that wood they have put. You never know the condition. It might be already rotten. And once you step there, you can easily
Go down.
move with it down. It is rotten.
So you're the teachers. I mean, why do you allow them to use this?
Well, at times the condition dictate. There's no any other place where these children ought to go. We cannot tell them to go to the bush. They can rather use this instead of going to the bush, because with the bush they can have the snakes are there. There's wild things are also there. So instead of going there, they could rather, they feel that they could at least use this one is a little bit better than going to the bush. The store and the office was broken twice. It was last year and this year also,
By people from
by the community around.
So if you were to build new toilets, the community would have to be engaged. Do you think they would do that? Would they make a commitment?
Well, the last meeting we had with the community, they thought of recruiting the watchmen. That should be around, they should be recruited and they should be here in the schools to protect those facilities.
But would the parents agree, for example, to dig a new latrine pit? Would they give their work, their labor, to a new toilet project?
I hope so. They will do so. I hope they will do that. They are committed.